My grandmother's old globe. It sat in the corner of the attic, gathering dust, a silent sentinel of adventures past. Was battered and sun-faded, its once vibrant colors muted by time and countless curious glances. The oceans were a pale blue, the continents a patchwork of faded greens and browns. It was a map of dreams traced by her gentle hands, a well-worn testament to a life lived with wanderlust in her heart. Each crease and imperfection told a story of its own. She'd spin it, with a playful flick of her wrist, sending the world whirling before my young eyes, telling me, "One day, you must go and see these places for yourself. Don't just read about them in books. Feel the sun on your skin, taste the local flavors, and breathe the air of distant lands. Let the world tell you its stories. Listen closely, for every place has a tale to whisper, a lesson to impart." Her words planted a seed, a tiny spark of curiosity, that waited quietly in my heart, nurtured by dreams and watered by the passing years. It lay dormant, waiting for the right moment to bloom. Years later, on a gray Tuesday, the kind of day that makes you want to curl up with a book and a cup of tea, that memory returned. Sudden, insistent, like a long-forgotten melody suddenly playing in your mind. The idea of traveling alone, something I had never seriously considered before, was both terrifying and thrilling, a heady mix of fear and excitement that bubbled up inside me. It was a call to step off the well-trodden path, to venture into the unknown and discover what lay beyond the familiar. I wanted to know what stories the world would tell me, what secrets it held, what lessons it could teach. If I showed up alone, without the comfort of familiar faces or the safety net of a planned itinerary, I wanted to see what would happen with nothing but an open heart and a suitcase full of dreams. The decision felt like a secret pact with my future self, a promise whispered in the quiet of my own heart, a promise to be braver than I thought I could be, to embrace the unknown and to trust in my own resilience. I pictured myself in a sunlit cafe, somewhere in Europe perhaps, getting lost in winding streets, where every corner held a new surprise, discovering small wonders, hidden courtyards, and bustling local markets. This wasn't about grand adventures, scaling mountains or conquering vast landscapes, but about quiet connection, with new places, with different cultures, and most importantly, with myself. The world was waiting, a vast and unexplored tapestry of experiences, and for the first time I was ready to answer its call, to step into the unknown with open arms. So it began, not with a flourish of trumpets or a grand announcement, but with the hopeful act of pulling an old suitcase from the wardrobe, a silent promise to myself. Each item I packed was a step toward a new horizon, a tangible representation of my hopes and dreams. My grandmother's globe had shown me the map, a world of possibilities waiting to be explored. But now, it was up to me to draw my own path, to create my own adventure, and to write my own story. Planning a solo trip is a dance between practicality and fantasy. Evenings spent tracing maps, imagining stories behind each dot, each city a universe of possibility. I chose a guest house for its blue door and a train for the slow unfolding of scenery. Small choices that felt empowering. Booking that first night's stay in a city I'd never seen was a leap of faith. I checked addresses, studied street views, imagined my arrival. The plan was just a launch pad. The real adventure would happen beyond its edges. As departure neared, anticipation grew from a hum to a symphony. My suitcase stood ready, nerves fluttered, but excitement was louder. The journey began not at the airport, but in those quiet moments of planning where all adventures are truly born. There's nothing like that first breath of foreign air. New scents, new sounds, new light. You're an outsider, anonymous, and the world feels impossibly vast. Standing on a street corner, bag at my feet, I felt alone but not lonely, just present. Watching people pass, I sensed a quiet connection to their everyday lives. The first quest, finding your way. Every small victory, navigating transport, buying a ticket, felt monumental. Each success built confidence, proof that I could figure things out on my own. Arriving at the guest house, turning the key, dropping my bag, it was real. I always went to the window first, pulling back the curtain to see my new view. Whether it was rooftops or a bustling street, that moment made it all real. I was here. I had made it. The journey I dreamed of was no longer fantasy. It was happening and it was all mine. The adventure had truly begun. Solo travel isn't all sunshine, doubt creeps in, especially in quiet moments. Loneliness can hit when you least expect it, making you question everything. I remember getting lost as the sun set, panic rising with every wrong turn. For a moment, fear won. I felt foolish for thinking I could do this. But then, I took a breath. There was no one to rescue me. I had to be my own hero. I found a bakery, asked for directions with gestures and broken words, and was met with kindness. That moment taught me courage isn't the absence of fear, but acting in spite of it. Each challenge overcome built my self-reliance. The whispers of doubt never fully disappear, but you learn to turn down their volume. Your own quiet roar of courage grows louder with every step. Overcoming fear is what makes the journey transformative. You realize you're more resilient than you ever imagined, and that's the real victory of traveling alone. Solo travel sharpens your senses, heightening your awareness of the world around you. It's a chance to truly connect with your surroundings, to shed the distractions of daily life and become fully present in each moment. You begin to notice the small, beautiful moments that others often miss, the subtle details that paint a vivid picture of a place. Perhaps it's a perfect bench nestled in a sunlit garden, inviting you to pause and reflect. Or maybe it's a hidden courtyard, where a sleeping cat dozes peacefully in a patch of sunlight, seemingly undisturbed by the world. It could even be a breathtaking view over the sea, stretching out to the horizon, a vast expanse of blue that fills you with a sense of wonder. These seemingly insignificant moments become treasures, precious gems that you collect along your journey. Wandering aimlessly, without a fixed agenda or a rigid itinerary, I stumbled upon secret places, tucked away from the crowds, that felt like personal gifts from the universe, little rewards for venturing off the beaten path. The freedom to choose, to decide on a whim, how to spend your day, whether exploring a museum or simply relaxing in a park, what to eat, savoring local delicacies at a charming little restaurant, where to linger, soaking in the atmosphere of a place without feeling rushed, is intoxicating, a liberating feeling that empowers you to embrace the unknown. You can follow your whims, change your plans at a moment's notice, and build a day that's perfectly yours, tailored to your interests and desires. Alone, you become a better observer, more attuned to the nuances of your surroundings, watching the world unfold around you, noticing the rhythms of a place, the subtle patterns of daily life. You see the old man with his newspaper, sipping his coffee at a sidewalk cafe, the mother with her child, sharing a laugh in a park, the quiet routines of daily life, the everyday moments that connect us all. You're not just a tourist passively observing from the outside, but a quiet participant in the world around you, subtly engaging with the local culture and community. These small joys, these fleeting moments of connection and discovery, are the true souvenirs of a solo journey, far more valuable than any trinket you could buy in a shop. They embed themselves in your memory, enriching your soul and shaping your perspective on the world. The true beauty of solo travel lies in these fleeting, exquisite moments, the unexpected encounters and the quiet observations that make each journey unique. They're not in any guidebook, not advertised or promoted, but they're yours forever, etched into your heart and mind. And they're what you'll remember most, long after you return home, the small, exquisite joys that made your solo journey so unforgettable. Eating alone in a restaurant can feel daunting at first, so public, so exposed. But once you settle in, you realize no one's really watching, everyone's lost in their own world. A table for one becomes a front row seat to life's theater. Freed from conversation, you savor every bite, every aroma, every detail. I remember a simple meal, fresh pasta, ripe tomatoes that tasted like pure joy. Dining alone lets you fall in love with local cuisine, one mouthful at a time. Sometimes a book or journal invites a friendly chat with a waiter or fellow diner. These small interactions can blossom into fleeting, genuine connections. A table for one isn't isolation, it's reflection, delight, and sometimes a doorway to new friendships. It's not just a meal, it's a feast for the soul. Traveling alone reveals the quiet kindness of strangers. People sense your vulnerability and step forward to help in small, beautiful ways. A stranger at a bus stop, a shopkeeper walking you to your destination, a young man carrying your suitcase. These moments restore your faith in humanity. These aren't grand gestures, but they're deeply moving. You learn to ask for help, and in doing so, open yourself to genuine connection. The world feels less scary, more welcoming. These brief encounters become treasured souvenirs, reminders that kindness is everywhere. Wherever you go, you can find a helping hand and a friendly smile. Traveling alone strips away the familiar, leaving you with just yourself. At first, it's confronting. No distractions, just your own company. But in that quiet, you hear your true voice. You discover strengths you never knew you had. Navigating cities, solving problems, building confidence. Each day, you stand a little taller, a little surer. You see the world's diversity, and your perspective broadens. The world becomes a tapestry of human stories, and your own worries shrink. The greatest discovery is yourself, braver, wiser, more open. You return home changed, carrying a quiet confidence and a deeper understanding of the world. So, my friend, are you ready to embark on something new? Something that stirs your soul and ignites your spirit? Maybe, just maybe, this is the beginning of your own incredible story. A story filled with unexpected twists, breathtaking landscapes, and moments that will forever be etched in your memory. If you feel even the slightest flicker of curiosity, that little spark that whispers of something more, listen to it, nurture it. It's trying to tell you something important. Because your adventure, the one that's uniquely yours, is calling out to you. It's beckoning you to explore, to discover, to grow. You absolutely don't need to be fearless, a seasoned pro, or go incredibly far to answer that call. Even a simple weekend trip, a change of scenery, can be utterly transformative. It can shift your perspective and open your eyes to new possibilities. The scale of the adventure truly doesn't matter. It's not about the miles you cover. What truly matters is stepping, even tentatively, outside your comfort zone and giving yourself the invaluable gift of your own company, a chance to reconnect with yourself. The world, in all its vastness and diversity, is patiently waiting to meet you, to share its wonders and secrets. Just imagine the incredible stories you'll collect along the way, each one a precious gem to be treasured. Perhaps it's the taste of a perfect pastry in a tiny hidden bakery, or the enchanting sound of church bells ringing softly at dusk, painting the evening sky with their melody, or simply a warm, genuine smile from a kind stranger. These are the seemingly small yet profoundly significant moments that weave together to make life so incredibly rich, vibrant, and truly memorable. So be brave. Take that first exhilarating step. Go ahead and book the ticket. Pack the bag with anticipation and excitement. And then, open the door to a world of possibilities. Because the world is often kinder, more compassionate, and far more beautiful than you might even imagine, and it's ready and waiting to wholeheartedly welcome you with open arms. So go out there and find your own unique, unforgettable stories. Go and meet the incredible, resilient, and capable person you truly are when you're out there actively exploring the world and discovering new facets of yourself. Your adventure is patiently waiting, eager for you to begin. And if you've enjoyed this little journey with me, please follow along for even more inspiring stories as we continue to explore the wonders of the world together, one adventure at a time.